It was supposed to be just another silent winter evening in Silverwood, Colorado, a mountain town surrounded by miles of pine forest, steep mountains, and an overwhelming sense of isolation. Silverwood had always been a quiet place. People locked their doors after sunset, not because of crime, but because they believed the forest held things better left alone. On December 11th, 1996, a man named Andrew Cole arrived in town. He checked into the Ridgeview Motel. Within 24 hours, he disappeared without a trace. Nobody saw him leave. Nobody heard anything. Nobody knew the truth. But what police found next became one of the most disturbing cases in Colorado history. Andrew arrived late at night, driving alone. His car was covered in snow, and the entire town seemed asleep. When he walked into the motel lobby, the receptionist remembered one detail. He didn't behave like a tourist or a traveler. He didn't ask for a recommendation. He didn't ask about checkout time. He didn't even ask about the price. He simply said, "I want room 204." The receptionist hesitated. That room had history. Most locals refused to sleep in it. But Andrew insisted. He paid in cash. He took the key without another word, and he went straight to his room. He didn't unpack. He didn't use the bathroom. He didn't sleep. He left the lights on. He stood by the window for hours, staring at the forest. At 1:13 a.m., he made one phone call. The receptionist overheard just one sentence. "If anything happens to me, don't call the police." Nobody knew who he was talking to. Nobody ever found the call details. It was the last time Andrew spoke to anyone. The next morning, his room was found wide open. His wallet, phone, and keys were sitting on the table. His jacket was still on the bed, his bags untouched. But Andrew was gone. Detectives searched the entire motel. They checked the security footage. At exactly 3:07 a.m., the camera captured Andrew standing outside his room. He was talking to someone. He was gesturing. He was nodding. He was responding. The conversation lasted nearly a minute, but there was one problem. There was nobody in the hallway. Police followed his trail into the woods. Snow was falling heavily. They found two sets of footprints. One belonged to Andrew. The other was larger, barefoot, human. The prints walked side by side into the forest, but suddenly both sets ended. Not faded, not blown away. They just stopped, as if both people vanished. Inside Andrew's notebook, detectives found just two words: 24 hours. The police knew this wasn't an accident. Something dragged Andrew into that forest, something he expected. The motel owner told police something that changed the case. 6 people have gone missing from room 204 since 1974. All in winter, all without a trace. Detectives dug deeper. They found no family records for Andrew, no emergency contacts, no address. Almost as if he didn't exist at all. Phone records revealed he called only one number before he vanished. The number belonged to a woman named Lily Thompson. She stayed at the same motel 22 years earlier. She disappeared on a snowy night. She was never found. In her missing persons report, detectives found a symbol, a circle with 3 lines. The same symbol carved into Andrew's notebook. The same symbol carved into dozens of trees in the forest. For weeks, search teams combed the woods. They found the symbol over and over. The deeper they went, the older the carvings became. Decades old, hundreds of them, everywhere. The local sheriff ordered all searches to stop. 2 days later, something happened. At midnight, the alarm on Andrew's car suddenly went off. Police opened the trunk. Inside, they found Andrew's voice recorder. They played the last tape. First, there were footsteps, heavy breathing, branches snapping, the sound of someone running. Then Andrew whispered, "I finally saw her." Another voice whispered back, "No, Andrew, she finally found you." Then silence. On December 22nd, hikers found Andrew's body. It was 40 miles from the motel, deep in the mountains, frozen solid. His eyes were wide open, his face calm, almost peaceful. There were no footprints nearby, no tire tracks, no signs of struggle. The autopsy reported no wounds, no frostbite, no cause of death. But there was something worse. His fingerprints didn't match his identity. The skin on his hands wasn't his. 6 months later, the FBI took over the investigation. They discovered more disappearances, 9 cases, all centered around the same forest, all in winter, all ending the same way. People saw something in the forest. A woman in white, barefoot, moving silently through the trees. Some said she stood at the tree line and watched. Others said she whispered their name. The motel owner finally confessed. It wasn't a room, it was a signal. Some people check in because they know what they're looking for. The FBI sealed all files related to the case. The public never saw the evidence again. The motel was shut down. The owners disappeared. The building still stands, covered in snow, abandoned. Locals say the lights in room 204 still turn on every winter. Some say they've seen someone standing in the window. The symbol still appears in the forest. No one knows who carved it. No one knows when it started. But one thing is certain. Andrew didn't go to Silverwood by accident. He followed something there, something that waited for him. The town has a rule now. Nobody walks into that forest at night. Nobody checks in to room 204, because everyone in Silverwood knows people don't come back. Every winter, someone goes missing, and the case of Andrew Cole remains open. The FBI files remain classified. The truth remains hidden. And in Silverwood, Colorado, the forest is never silent.